Restaurant kitchens have some standard equipment, pots, knives, even tweezers. But what about something like this? Or even this? Here are some Chicago area chefs showing us how they use unusual tools in their cooking.
I use a power drill and a hole saw. I drill off the ends of corn because you always lose those little handle things to eat a cob of corn. Well, I got rid of those and just made my own handles. Got your ear of corn, we've cleaned off both ends with a knife. Got your hole saw, and away you go. Initially it was just with a knife, and then one day I was actually drilling a hole and I was like, hello, and it's just how the brain works sometimes. You get goofy ideas when you're in the shop.
I use a horsehair brush, and it's kind of the best fish scaler. There was this Asian market that I frequent in Oklahoma City, and I saw the fishmongers back there, and I was like, what is that? I was talking to the owner of the place, and he was like, oh, it's a horsehair brush. So I use horsehair brushes for scaling the fish. So he ended up giving me one, and I've had it ever since then, and this is probably 10 years ago. It's really effective, yeah. As you see, there's, two sets of teeth on either side, smaller teeth for smaller scales, bigger teeth. Before I just used, either the back of a knife, a spoon, or a fish scaler that's got about, 12 teeth on it, and this has hundreds of teeth. I haven't found a fish that it hasn't worked on yet.
Well, years ago when I worked with Francois Paillard, he had got me thinking outside the box on how to do things differently. I use a trowel like you would use for mortar. That allows me to create textures in cake decorating and also with some chocolate work. Hardware to Ace, a Home Depot, I find a lot of equipment that really helps. When I have an idea and I want to kind of do something, I have to think outside the box and get a different approach.
The unusual item that I have in my kitchen is a paper shredder. I've been cutting it by hand many years, and one day I was in another fellow chef's kitchen and saw him doing it, and I was blown away. We do a strip paper shredder, so obviously we want to get the nice long strips. What's the fun of hand cutting something when you could put something through a paper shredder?
It was a very wet winter, and we were looking for something to kind of speed up the process of burning the wood, especially during service when we needed to get more heat on the grill. We started off with a sheet pan, we moved into a hotel pan, and then we started blowing on it, and then we decided that none of this was working very well. As you can see, it's doing its job. It does bring the fire up about 300 or 400 degrees by just adding a little bit of a blow dryer on top of the fire. So it actually works really well to just, maintaining a good hot fire and really maintaining a good grill temperature the whole time you're cooking.